We miss it. And you miss it. You know, you can be messing around. You can miss one thing. One thing. And you miss the whole context of the message. That's why we need to be sitting down. We got 2 ears, 1 mouth. I think the 2 ears for y'all to listen while the preacher's preaching, and the mouth is to talk afterwards. What you heard, then talk. But see, our problem, when we talk, we don't hear. But when we go out there in the street, we ain't preaching because you ain't heard nothing. So learn to hear, then talk. Okay? I hate to fuss all the time, but we live in a bad world here. And the word is the only thing that's going to save us. Y'all, this boy here was 2 blocks away from that building fell down. Y'all remember the building falling down everything down there? Yeah, y'all hear all these things, but you think it ain't. Okay. I just want to go and get yourself. All right. Soon I got in the car this morning, you know, the Lord has his way of confirming what the message was. Y'all remember this song here? I don't know, Arthur, you probably remember. You remember this song they sing, it's a change. Change is going to come. Hold on. You can make it. Wait a minute. Sound. That's the one I'm talking about. Sound. Hold on. Yeah. That's what we're playing. Soon I got in the car.
Yeah, that came on this morning.
Yeah, hold on.
I was singing that.
The change is going. You can make it. Hold on. You can make it.
I was singing that.
And right after that, Sam Cooke comes on. A change is going to come. And I said, man, we really need to hear this because we need to hold on. You can make it. Now let me tell y'all something. And I think it was Wednesday night or last Wednesday night, whenever it was, that George, you probably remember, and Frankie, Dante and Jerry. Do y'all remember me talking about Isaiah and when God first called Isaiah to preach and he had this here vision, and in the lesson here there was what he saw was a train in his vision. Anybody know what that is? How many of y'all ain't listening? Don't know, Arthur? Do you know what a train is?
No.
Well, sit up and learn.
I'm learning something today.
Anybody know what the train is that Isaiah saw? See what I mean? See why we talk and we don't know. Listen, y'all. Learn to pay attention. See, somebody said they need to send the church. A group come out here the other day. Yesterday, singing. Now I don't know where they learned it, but they were singing, trying to Christianize the world. Now, ain't no sense in coming to church and don't learn now nothing. Try to learn at least something. Okay? Now that train. Okay, I didn't see you sitting behind.
Hang down, you're connected.
Right. So let me explain for those that don't know. That train, because many of you don't know what it is. Isaiah saw a vision. God is getting ready to call Isaiah into the ministry because the world is messed up. His country is messed up. So God is calling to and what he's doing, he's justifying and he's clearing up a guy. He's preparing somebody to go and carry the word for him. So he gives Isaiah a vision. So let me tell you about that train. Most preachers, when you hear about that train, you women should know, that train is a long gown. It's a long gown like you women when y'all get married, that long tail that you drag behind. That thing back there is a train. There's a big skirt. Are y'all following me? Everybody, all the preachers, everybody knows that it's a big skirt. So they look at Isaiah holding on to that. Look at it, see the vision of the big skirt. But the strange thing about this big skirt that Isaiah saw, that train, it actually filled the temple. It filled the temple. So if it filled the temple, there was no room for nothing else to operate. If you can see that train as a big skirt, are y'all following? You are sitting up under the protection of God. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Listen to me. To make sure that you're in that train, in that temple. All right, the temple becomes to be your heart. But the strange thing about that thing of it is, the meaning of it, more so than it being a big long skirt or a guest, wedding gown that most people see. They see the long wedding gown, the long tail that the girls wear when they're going to get married. It means hang down. Now you write that down in your memory. That's why I'm trying to give y'all meaning of the words. Because meaning of the words can change the whole picture all the way around. If you're only going to see the dress, you see the covering, that's good. But there's going to come a time in your life that you're going to need to see that train as something hang down. So what is the meaning of it? Talking about it hang down. In other words, God is up here. And he has came and hung down so low where you can get a hold to him. Are y'all hearing what I'm trying to get across? You're in difficult, hard times. They ain't not working for you so good. But thank God that the train fills the temple and it hangs down because you can't reach God. So God made it possible to hang down so that you can touch him. Now, y'all know what the train is now from now on? Yes. All right. Look at your problems here. But you may need a train this afternoon. You may need a train tonight. You may need a train tomorrow. You remember that God is not so big. He cannot hang down because you can't reach him. He's too high for you to reach him. But his mercy and grace hang down. Amen. That's what the woman touched. Y'all remember to touch the hem of the... Oh, y'all wrote here. Yes, sir. Y'all hear these scriptures, but you don't know how to look at them. When that woman that had an issue of blood, y'all heard the Lord preach about that a couple weeks ago. But the whole thing of that is, it said to touch the hem of his garment. Come on now, work with me for a minute. She touched the hem of his garment. Oh, y'all been looking at the woman crawling around through the crowd and finally getting a hold on Jesus' robe. That's what you saw. Amen. That's what you saw. Don't say him like you knew what you did. No, yes you did. I want y'all to come on and get with me. Sit around here acting like you know you didn't know. You had in your own mind, and you don't picture, y'all don't get pictures in your mind, and you picture a woman crawling around on her knee with an inch of blood, and finally getting that and touching the hem. And that's not what it is at all. That woman that had that 12 inches of blood, that touched the hem of it, and you know the birth came out? No. Y'all remember? Right. His birth fell out, he looked around, had compassion. On that robe that the priest wore at that time, to the Jew, he knew what that was. There was 600 and, how many laws? 13. 613 laws. And those are little locks. Pomegranates. They like you women weave your hair and plait your hair and those little things. 600 of those things hang down. Are y'all following me? Each one of them represent a law of God. She knew if I could just touch one of those laws. Good God, can y'all follow? She come all the way through, not to touch him, not to touch his little dress, but to touch one of those little knots. Because if I get into one of the laws, guess what? All laws, if you get one, you get them all. So now don't be running around here looking at nobody crawling around in the dirt trying to grab hold to a dress. Learn one something, please. What? I don't want y'all to be hanging around playing games. Now you didn't know that. Say amen. You didn't know it. Amen. All right, now. I'm tired of church not knowing nothing. That's all right. Not this church, I mean church, period. Right. Nobody know how to witness to nobody. Don't know nothing. Right? If I'm going to a fellowship, you don't even know what a fellowship is. Don't know nothing. All right, he's trying to dress like some kind of religion. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You got to live like something. You don't dress like nothing.
Amen. Amen.
Wear a long dress and wear a cover hat. That don't mean nothing. I ain't looking at no hat and no long dress and all that. He's looking at the heart. That's the temple.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he hang down so he can see.
Thank you. I'm going to pass this straight along.
He hangs so low where you can look at your dirty heart and see where it's ticking.
I'm posting this up ASAP.
Maybe cross-eyed the near side of the case, so I'll hang down, I'll come down and look. I know God don't have to do that. But just to scare you a little bit. He's close enough to see. Now, all right, let's get